Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome
Joe,
back.
yeah, welcome back to the channel. Joe here,
Kevin,
and Mad Men's getting real, guys.
I am so glad with the progression of what the show's taking with the characters. Um,
It was such a great show.
yeah.
We're watching nothing but fantastic TV shows, but
Yeah.
Mad Men is truly exceptional.
Oh, the writing and performances are phenomenal on this show. It's just a complete masterpiece. It's a work of art.
And I think we said in the last episode, it might have been the episode before, the showrunner Matthew Weiner, he thinks that season two is his weakest work.
Yeah.
Um, I can see how it feels a little soap opera-y. I think he used the term "Desperate Housewives"
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah.
because a lot of it takes place outside the office.
Right. And
I love it. I'm
no,
really
yeah,
enjoying it.
I have no problem. I have no problems with it. I don't think most people do either. I think the critique people have with it is there's not enough of the office stuff to
Yeah.
balance with the home stuff. I don't mind the personal life stuff. It's got to be
No,
addressed. All these people, or at least a lot of them, including Don, are monsters.
they are
You know,
monsters, and you have to really hammer that home.
yeah, you do, and I think they really do in this. But we don't get the balance of Don as a as an entity, as a person,
Sure.
is a terrible guy. As an ad man, as a businessman, as a guy kind of running the creative part of
Crushes
the
it.
office, he crushes it, and we're not getting that aspect of it. We're just getting bad behaved Don.
In that regard, I can see how it's a little off balance. Then
Yeah, it is.
doesn't need the balance.
That's a great phrase. It's out of balance compared to the first season.
I still think that like eventually, no matter even if it was season two or if it would have been season three or four, you have to have a season that's going to focus on the personal life.
At least a lot of it. You got to address this stuff.
And I think because it's so early on, it does bring extra context to when we do see them in the office. We see them interacting in their work environment. You know who they are as people.
Again, I am not disliking any of this.
Exactly.
But I do. I'm with the viewers. I love the stuff.
Me too.
The office stuff that I am kind of missing a little bit right now.
I think the TV department stuff is so cool.
It really is.
It's really interesting.
I really like where we're going with Joan as a character.
Oh yeah, Joan's great.
Joan's fantastic, and Peggy as a character in her battles with the priest, who I think oversteps a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of get it. As Peggy is trying to be her own independent, self-possessed person.
Yes.
And the priest is kind of leading the charge to not let that happen.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, no, Peggy, unburden yourself to me so that you can be what I want you to be.
Somebody described him on Patreon as like a Jesuit almost.
How so?
Because he finds it, he has to go out of his way to try to save her.
Right.
Like to try to convert her, and she doesn't need to be saved. She doesn't want to be saved.
She doesn't want to be saved. Right.
She's not buying what he's selling, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's very much overstepping.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're still early in that storyline, and obviously she has some guilt because he kind of called her out on it and she didn't have much to say.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that guilt has to go through him. I would lay very low odds that by the end of this season that she's a religious convert. Like very low odds.
I really doubt it. And even if
Yeah.
it does feel like it's his duty to try to save her soul in some way, he's going about it the wrong way, man.
It's definitely pushing her away.
It's pushing
for
her
sure.
away. It's not warm. It's not welcoming. It's not embracing. It's literally the opposite. It's more judgmental than anything.
Well, I think because we just watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend where we kind of talked about this. It's kind of like therapy. You can't get the benefit of it until you want it.
Yeah.
So if Rebecca on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend doesn't believe she needs therapy, a therapist isn't going to help her. Exactly. And it's kind of the same thing with Peggy here. If she doesn't think religion is what she needs to move on in her life and be a happier, well-rounded person, then it's not going to happen. A guy telling her she needs it is not going to make it happen.
And they haven't explicitly said this, but I feel like the only reason she's going is just to kind of like make appearances. She's there with her family. Her mom,
I think that's her connection to her family is going to church because they do not get or care about her job at all.
No, the only times we really see her and her family are at church or at her sister's apartment or her mom's apartment, wherever.
Right, basically dealing with the priest. He is pushing her in a way that is not going to get her where he wants her to go.
Yeah, I doubt he's in season 3, but I am curious to see where they're heading with his character ultimately.
I think you're right. I feel like at some point here, there's going to be a blow-off moment where she says, "I'm done going to church and I'm done with you."
Actually, is this the season finale?
No. I don't think so. I don't think we're at 11 yet. I think we might be it might be one or two.
We're coming up on it.
We're getting coming
close.
Up. When I pull it up, we'll see.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, you're right. It's been a great ride.
Yeah.
No bad critiques over here at all.
Nope.
Season 2's been fantastic.
The actors have been great. The dialogues have been really well written. That's still very, very nuanced storytelling.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Okay, guys, I do want to welcome 2 new Patreon subscribers. So, Jarnvior and Alrod. I'm sorry if I said those wrong, but thank you very much, guys. We really appreciate it. You are what helps us keep going and doing these shows. We couldn't do it without the support of you, so thank you very much.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you. And for those of you guys checking us out on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind, guys, hit that like button for us. Leave us a comment down below. And please, please, please hit that subscribe button for us.
That would be very, very helpful.
If you subscribe, you'll stay up to date with all the new content we're pushing out. We got a lot of new stuff we're working on right now.
Absolutely.
If you click the link below in the description video, that's our link to our Patreon page where we're doing full-length reactions to all these videos.
Absolutely.
We have some exclusives over there, too.
Yep. If you'd like to catch Succession, we are just about to start Season 3 of Succession here today.
Yep.
You will need to bring your own copy to sync to watch along with us for copyright purposes. You'll just kind of be seeing us. We are watching this on AMC Plus, which is a really, really good streaming service.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Don is living in the office now. Or a hotel.
They probably lived in a nice hotel.
He's got the money, yeah.
Oh, living rough.
Living the hotel life, away from the wife and kids, and he deserves all of this.
Yeah.
You are guilty, man.
You're a bad dude, man.
Yeah, you are a bad dude. Your wife had every right to kick you out. I am Team January Jones on this one. Is that Maryland?
Yeah, it's MM. Okay, so yeah, we're moving.
We're moving there, yeah.
Come on, Bobby, let's go.
That is full-on depression right there.
Yeah, it is.
Understandable.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do you think they should let him back in the house?
I don't think they're done. Divorce at this time period wasn't only rare, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy to get a divorce.
People were way more
he can
judgy
afford
about
it, but yeah.
Way more judgy about it back then, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just don't imagine her ever being alone. She was so famous.
Well, look at
Some
Dawn.
people just hide in plain sight.
Yeah, Dawn's alone.
I've never taken pills, even when I had a headache.
Oh, they're all very upset. I mean, she was his biggest star
Icon.
in the world at the
Icon,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of a... Obviously, when anybody that big passes away, it's quite sad, but anybody today that would be that big, I don't think they would have that kind of reaction.
Elvis was a lot more recent.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal, yeah.
I'm saying today, I don't think this is very
yeah.
big.
We'll be at 75 to 80% participation. Of course, I'm assuming you're in.
I am.
Do Kurt and Smitty count as one person?
Helping another human being. Also, there will be women fainting. I think you'd like that.
NBC's having the Mitch Miller concert on Thursday. Any chance I could show you and Mrs. Draper off?
We'd love to, but
We're
my
divorced.
kid is sick. You know what that means.
It means my wife is not talking to me.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I can't predict if they're going to get back together.
I don't know either. Like,
Keeping herself busy.
yeah. Stuck at home all day, might as well.
Right.
She never had any, like, full-blown proof, though, that he was.
No, it never got there. She just got Jimmy Barrett. And she
had a good
suspected for
feeling,
a while,
too,
yeah.
What happened?
Your daughter called and asked when you would be back from your business trip because her mother wasn't sure.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
And I'd appreciate you keeping it that way.
Of course.
I'd also avoid giving me concerned looks.
Mr. Draper, if you need anything, I'm right out there.
I don't know what her end game is. She's a sneaky one.
Yeah.
Oh, he did tell her where she's at. She told him, or he told her where he's at, though, at the Roosevelt.
Yeah, I feel like your secretary is your first line of defense. That's someone you clue in
Yeah.
immediately.
Keep this hush-hush, but
Right.
I'm not at
You
home
may
right now.
yeah, you may be dealing with phone calls and
Yep.
whatever, yeah.
We're what's okay with the movie business, she said. Management is what's wrong with the business.
It is interesting to frame their isolation around Marilyn Monroe's suicide, isn't it?
That is. That's...
Yeah.
For the brilliance of the show.
Yeah.
I'll do introductions. Jeff Harding's wife just had a baby.
Oh, boy or girl?
That's good. Then I talk local to you.
No.
Then I throw it to you, Freddie.
Thank you, Freddie.
It's a big
Look how big it is. Yeah.
That's a stiffy.
Freddie?
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Freddie?
the hell, Freddie?
I'm with Pete. I'm with Pete on this one.
I need a...
Oh, Sal, stop laughing.
Gotta stop drinking so much,
Yeah.
man.
The Hartongs are at reception.
Pick a new room.
It'll be fine. We'll tell them Freddie's sick. It's true.
I'll go to reception.
He
You
is
two
sick.
go to the... Someone tell Freddie's girl it's canceled. I don't want him wandering in.
Yeah, that's true. Can you imagine him staggering in? I'm starting to like Pete as like just an agitated little weasel.
Yeah.
You know?
What did I do to deserve him?
Huh.
Oh.
Then I spent his money on Dr. Weinberg. I got my diagnosis the other day. I'm bored. I wish you'd come ride with us again. It really takes the pressure off.
It would do her some
Carry
good,
this?
honestly. Out of the house.
You don't even think about this, do you? Don's perfect.
Oh, boy, is she not enjoying this
You really do,
conversation?
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, we did the pitch without you, and you peed your pants.
You might be losing your job there, bud.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
He missed a meeting with a client.
Right as they were showing up.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Don't try to go to the meeting now. Oh, the shoes are squeaking.
Oh, they're full.
Gross.
Well, now you might have to fire him if the whole office knows.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Sorry, Freddie.
Oh. Many's the time I've dreamed of finding you like this.
She's thinking about her own life.
young.
Yeah.
Not you two.
Yes, I'm just... It's not a joke. This world destroyed her.
Yeah, it did.
She was a movie star who had everything and everybody. And she threw it away.
Now you're leaving again?
You don't go by like that.
Oh.
You said you didn't want me here, and then you do.
I didn't want them involved in this.
Obviously, that's impossible.
Yeah, that's unreasonable.
I thought you can talk anyone into anything. Good night.
Still in the doghouse.
Yeah, where he belongs.
Yeah.
But she's being unrealistic about thinking we don't need to involve the kids at all. Well, you kicked their dad out. You have to talk to them about it. I'm not saying take Don back, but
Sure.
you can't just pretend it's not happening with your children.
It's almost like she's not processing everything. She's
Right,
not thinking
yeah.
down the road.
Right.
You're not a fainter, are you?
I don't faint, but I might cry after.
You ever fainted while giving blood?
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
I definitely felt weak afterwards.
Yeah. I'm a fainter. Wake up afterwards like, where am I?
So, on Monday, when they get back to Colorado, I'll give them a call, sew things up.
That's a great idea.
I really like Freddie. This poor guy.
Kudos to Peggy, though. I mean,
She handled that like a pro.
she's a champ. She, really
She is. How many times has she had to save other people?
All the time.
She's had to save Dawn big time.
Can I do anything for you? If you want, I can draw a bath.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just breaking in my husband's desk.
Yeah.
You know what helps? Splash cold water on your face and go outside. You notice things are right where you left them.
Oh.
I really like Carla.
How'd the presentation go?
Don, it's conduct unbefitting.
Of Freddie Rumson?
We're lucky Campbell here grabbed the controls.
We have to cut him loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, this could have happened in a meeting.
But it didn't.
That'll be all, boys.
I like the fact that Dawn went to bat for him there.
Yeah, I did too.
The agencies will laugh about this, but the clients, they already think we're all like that.
So they take a
Because
drink.
they're all sitting there drinking, yeah. I like the fact that Don doesn't want to do it.
I did too. He's a man of principle.
He is. Why? He's so loyal at work and so completely disloyal with his wife. So weird.
That's what makes it so good. Great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so
He's
complex.
a very complex guy. Roger's like, your loyalty's an issue. Well, if not at home, it's not.
No, it's not, yeah. Shows where his priorities are, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is she going to try to spit a little game here?
A little revenge.
You know what? The three of us should go to lunch and have some fun. It'll cheer her up.
It's a great idea.
Thursday?
He comes along so they don't have to talk about her personal life.
Yeah.
He's the buffer.
Smart.
Yeah, he's a distraction at the
Very
lunch that she
smart.
doesn't want to go to. That is smart.
Also, I can't tell if she has a thing for him or not, though.
I don't know. She's definitely just using him here.
Yeah.
Smoke a cigarette right now. I know they said not to, but I'm telling you, my knee's buckled. Freddie rums it. Too bad Freddie made his donation yesterday.
He's a real whiz in advertising.
Don's not gonna like this.
Can't you find something else to do besides dining on the drama of other people's lives like a bunch of teenage girls?
Yeah.
Sure. It's just a man's name, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the big thing right there. You're crashing a guy's reputation.
Never would have expected Don to take the moral high ground here.
He was completely right.
He was right. That's what it is. It's a man's name. He knows what that means.
Yeah.
Is that necessary?
The door will be open.
It was a snafu. Isn't the embarrassment enough? He fired his secretary, and he threw all her things out the window.
Oh my God!
Including
wow.
her keys.
That was good for morale.
That was good
Oh
for
my
morale.
God. Say
It's the
something.
best thing, Freddie.
Yeah. People that say that they can be in control definitely have a problem.
I guess you get dealt the hand you get dealt, right?
He knows he's done. I really feel bad for Freddie here. I really like Freddie.
Yeah, I too.
I mean, it's probably fair that he gets fired, but
yeah, it's like a mob movie, The Dinner Before the Hit. You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
what it feels like.
How about if I give you our names? I'm Dick Dollars. This is Mike Moneybags. And this?
Tilden Cats.
There. That's a 20.
let him in.
Yeah.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, there we go.
$25 for the doorman there.
They do look like cops, kind of.
They do,
dragged
yeah.
it over there.
Yeah. Do you look like cops? Yeah, Don looks like a cop.
does look like
He's
a cop.
John Hamm has played cops.
Yeah.
Is it Milwaukee?
Yes, it is.
Son of a bitch.
You remembered the password.
You gamble, huh? I would have never thought I was in his way.
Yeah, Campbell's the one that complained.
I heard you chaired the blood drive. Where are you? The Stanhope? The Biltmore?
Roger.
She kick you out? You leave?
There's nothing to talk about.
Look, people make mistakes. What I'm going to say is, do you want to be right or do you want to be married? I know
Yeah.
marriage isn't a natural state, but you do it.
Look who's here.
Oh!
He's gonna beat his.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, I mean, to be fair, he did bang his wife, but still, that was nice.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's not the first time he's been punched in the face.
Oh,
Man, I'm gonna miss Freddie, actually.
Me too.
Why, because you feel so bad? I've been there.
Yeah, Roger's the one guy that's
I
gonna
don't feel
understand
bad
this.
at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't feel bad.
You fall in love?
No. With Rachel Menken. But not.
Big time.
But not anyone
That'd be
new.
easier.
Yeah.
Then I know what to do.
It's your life.
He does
This
not
can't be
know
it,
what
right?
he wants. Yep, exactly. Is this a good job and get a promotion because you just freaking saved everyone's butts?
Anybody deserves a promotion.
That's quite a presentation you gave. Freddie's decided to take a few months off.
He did? When's he coming back?
It doesn't matter.
He's not.
You'll be taking over all of his business.
That's a big promotion.
That's the way it happened. Congratulations.
This is so cool.
It is. Peggy's moving up.
Look how far she's came.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's
That's an
come so
office
far.
job. We're in season 2, and she started as a secretary.
Shaking hands with Don in the office.
Right. Be like, excuse me, I need this name taken off this door and my name put up on it, please.
Yeah.
For I am Peggy Olson.
Those people always blame their problems on society.
Oh,
He
Pete,
did it
stop
to
being
himself.
gross.
Those people have no self-control.
I'm starting to hate Pete again.
I refuse to feel bad. We're going to get raises. You could get his office.
Oh, he's so gross.
But he didn't say he'd be joining us.
I hope I'm not intruding. She thought it'd be fun.
It will be.
I think I need whatever you're having.
It's a gin and tonic. Nothing special.
It's perfect.
Oh. Is Betty even going to show up?
Oh.
Oh my God. So Betty just turned it into a date that she got out of having to go to the lunch she didn't want to go to.
Nice.
Bobby, go get you. I don't even know what to say to you.
About what?
Don't act innocent.
What is happening?
Yeah.
He's leaving me for a secretary.
What?
It's your life. You have to move forward.
He was talking about
That's out
himself.
of context.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, Roger went and threw Don under the bus on this.
He's leaving him for his secretary?
Oh, it's her.
Oh my God. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. I was like, who's Roger's secretary?
Yeah. And even Don's like, what the heck?
Listen, Don. I can explain. I want her off my desk.
Yeah.
That's fair.
At the very least.
Okay, there's a lot to
Wow.
unpack there.
Yeah.
That's nuts. So, wow. So you had that great line at the bar when Roger was to Don. He was like, "You're so secretive." Roger's got some secrets too, apparently.
I didn't realize that they were actually together. I know he was flirting with her.
Yeah, they were
but I didn't think that they were like, "I'm leaving you for her." Stages.
I didn't even think they were like having sex.
I didn't either.
That's crazy. There was no. I thought it was gonna be more like she's gonna use him to get what she wants, but just be a little flirty. You know?
I thought it was work flirtation, like work wife stuff.
Also, like that's completely out of context. It's your life. You have to move on.
He wasn't even talking about Roger. He was talking about himself.
I love that people look at Don like a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything he spews out, and people are just like, "That's good advice, Don. Thank you." But as far as the scene goes with, not at the casino, but the scene afterwards when Roger punches him in the arm.
When they're at the bar, right? Yeah.
Talking about their marriages. I think that's gonna be one of the more iconic scenes in the show.
Is it?
Like when I think about the show,
Sure.
I'm gonna think of that scene
Well,
because of how it was staged, how simple it was, and just how complex the writing really was there. That was a really good moment.
It's really amazing how that kind of went because Roger's the one saying, you got to stay married because that's what you do. You stay in your marriage, that's what you do. Yeah. Wife, kids. And Don's the one saying, why? I don't have to. I can do, why can't I go do what I want? And Roger took that to be like, you know what? You're right. Let me get out of my marriage and go do what I want.
It's almost like Don doesn't realize that, like, I mean, the implication of his words and like his actions, like
sure,
they affect people. Like,
right, but I mean that was Roger wanting to hear what he wanted to hear too. He
Yeah.
was clearly not telling Roger to leave Mona. That was Roger saying, "You're right. I should do this thing that's been nagging at me this whole time."
But Don just said something, right?
Right.
They asked him why. He said it. Didn't think anything of it. Next,
Right.
thing you know, Roger's leaving his wife. He's getting blamed for it.
Yeah, he shouldn't be getting blamed for it. That's all on Roger.
Mona shows up though. Man, I think it was the same time last season when he slaps Roger and he's like, "Your wife's name
is Mona because
Right,
he was cheating on her."
Yeah. But no, that you're right though. That was a really interesting point. You have two guys that were on opposite ends of the spectrum. Roger at that point seemingly happily married.
Right.
Don literally staying in a hotel.
Right.
And Roger's like, "Yeah, you gotta feel bad, man.
You gotta save your marriage."
And he's like, "Why?"
"No, I don't."
Yeah,
"Oh,
why?"
well, I don't either then.
Talk about like being persuasive apparently.
Yeah. I really, January Jones crushed it in that episode. By the way,
she makes me feel sad.
Yeah,
like
she's doing a really great job with this. My sympathies really are 100% with her as opposed to Don. Don brought all this on himself completely, and she's in a bad position. She's in a position that a lot of housewives at the time were, right?
Yeah.
She's unemployed. She has 2 kids. Her husband makes all the money. He's having an affair. What's she supposed to do? What's she supposed to do?
She's kind of having a bit of a crisis there.
There's no resolution for her.
There's no resolution.
There's not an easy way to leave your husband in that time when he's the only breadwinner in the family.
This sounds dark, but yeah, she leaves her husband. She's going to have to try to get remarried.
Or yeah,
or get a job somewhere. But I mean, like, I don't think she has she has college education.
I think she was at kind of college education. I might be wrong.
The opportunity for women back then is not great. She could be a secretary somewhere.
Yeah, it's not like she's gonna like. I don't know at the time what alimony and child support laws were like. Obviously, in the '60s, but I don't think women generally felt like they had the option to leave, even when they should.
Especially with 2 children.
With 2 kids and no source of income and that lifestyle that all 3 of them are used to.
Big house, huge house. The house has to go
big
away.
House. Kids are going to good schools.
Yeah. They have maids.
Right. I mean, just in terms of practicality, I don't know. I mean, do you really have to kind of depend on your ex-husband's largesse? Like, hey, I'm going to leave you, but I'm going to need you to go ahead and keep funding our lifestyle like this. You cool with that? Like, I don't know how it works.
And of course, most men back in the day, most men today aren't like that. I mean,
right. He's not going to graciously say, yeah, sure.
Right, and I think Don does want to come back home, but also I don't know at this point because he seems to be like...
Well, that seemed like almost he didn't, right?
Exactly.
This episode, right?
But we don't know what he's feeling ever because he's such a sociopath.
Yeah, he keeps it all locked up.
Yeah,
right? He's telling her like, I could just come home. He's telling Roger like, why would I want to go home? And it's like, so I don't know where the guy is because we don't get enough of the internal on him.
He likes to keep things pretty close to the chest.
Completely. That was Roger's complaint about him in the episode.
Yeah, but also at the same time, so like. Was that genuine? Was it disingenuine? I don't know.
Which one was genuine?
Because I think he wants a bit of both.
I think you're right. I think he wants the family life because he's chasing that American dream. That's what you're supposed to want. But that's not who he is.
Ultimately, it comes down to this. He's a boy that had nothing.
Right.
He couldn't have anything, and now he wants it all.
Now he wants everything.
He wants everything.
And everything he gets, no matter how successful he is and how nice, how great his family is and blah, 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 none of it's making him happy. He can't find anything that's making him happy. The money's not even making him happy.
And that's the great thing about the show, the character of Don Draper, is that, like, you can't put a pin in it. You can't say he's this. You can't say he's that, because he doesn't know what he is.
Right.
The writers, I feel like, are just constantly evolving his character, and it's amazing.
He was the stand-up guy in this episode. From a personal standpoint.
Also, we have to talk about how great that Jimmy punch was.
I don't know why. I know it's really juvenile, but I loved it.
Violence is not okay.
From a visceral, and Jimmy had every reason to blow up Don's marriage. You can't be mad at Jimmy for that. But at the same time,
it's such a cool moment.
I think outside of that fact that Jimmy had every reason to hate Don, I can't stand Jimmy in any other way. You know what I mean?
I can't stand Jimmy. He was terrible to the Utz people.
Terrible to everybody.
He deserved a pop for the comments he made at the.
He deserved a pop for a million things, but not for telling Betty that Don was sleeping with his wife. I feel like that was fair game.
Fair game. For sure. I mean, that's... Yeah, he almost killed his wife, actually.
Yeah.
Drunk driving with her. So, I mean...
right.
Yeah, he definitely deserved to blow up the marriage a little bit. But that was a great moment where Don just walks over, just smiles at him, and just pops him.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for Jimmy. No. I mean, I'm kind of with what Freddie said there.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Roger said it too. Everybody's wanted to do that. I'm sure he deserved it.
The booze was flowing.
Right.
I'm in a hotel. I don't care.
Right.
But, yeah.
So Don didn't have the moral high ground to punch him at all, but somebody should have punished the guy.
Yeah, it's gonna happen anyways.
Right.
It might as well be done.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See you guys.